I'm Jennifer Brandeen, the Chief Revenue Officer at the International Franchise Association, and we are thrilled and proud to sponsor such a worthwhile event aimed specifically at franchisees. Before we get started today and I give you the opening lineup, I want to just spend a few minutes just sharing with you a little bit about the IFA in case you don't already know about us. We're a 60-year-old trade association, the world's largest and oldest, dedicated to promoting, protecting, and enhancing the franchise business model. We advocate for over 735,000 franchise businesses like you across 300 business lines and sectors who together employ over 7.5 million employees, which is almost 3% of the GDP. So today we have over 1,100 franchisor members, 600 suppliers, and 15,000 franchisees. So what's in it for you and how can you get involved? So I encourage you to get involved because every voice counts. So we have a local grassroots program that you'll hear more about today called the Franchise Action Network. It's made up of tens of thousands of franchise members just like yourself who work towards advancing federal, state, and local policies that help franchise businesses grow and thrive. We also have a lot of education, networking, thought leadership, information sharing. We host 6 events a year and have dozens of webinars and workshops with experts from peers where you can share peer-to-peer networking, get expert guidance and support on everything from your business challenges to business growth to things like COVID relief, PPP, and more. So I'm going to give a shameless plug before we get started to our next event called the IFA 2021 Annual Convention. We have it every year in February, and it will be virtual this year for the first time. So what that means is we'll show up in your homes and your businesses. It's a lot less expensive. We'll be providing a lot more content around the franchise-specific content tracks for franchisees. And, guest speakers, you'll hear from franchisors. It's going to be over 2 weeks. And so you can watch it live or on demand, when it is convenient for you. And we really want to encourage and access as many members and non-members and franchisees from the, hundreds of thousands of franchisees out there. So we've significantly reduced the cost this year. And for $99, you can attend the convention and get all of the content and the best practices and thought leadership that people have come to expect from the IFA. So I encourage you to visit franchise.org, click on events. Our registration is open and ready for you. So on to the day's events. Today we have a great lineup ahead, including our first session, which will be key takeaways from 2020. It'll be a panel session hosted by Mary Mills, VP of Marketing from College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving. And you'll hear from the panelists Ace Hardware, Wild Birds Unlimited, and Fast Signs International. Following that will be a session on putting Google to work for your franchise with David Mottram of Google. And then another session which will focus on creating a more diversified and inclusive workplace with Charles Thurston, COO and VP of Sales at Wisdom Senior Care, and Kelly Wilson from DCI Consulting. And finally, you'll hear from 2 of our own franchisee forum leaders at the IFA, Tam Kennedy from Taco John's, and Azim Sajou, President and CEO of HDG Hotels. So they will share a bit more about how to get involved with the IFA, what you can do to support your own local business, and all of the opportunities that exist. And then the session and the day will close with remarks from our IFA board chair, CEO and president of Fast Signs International. I hope you find the day meaningful and worthwhile. I encourage you again to visit franchise.org. And I'm going to give you my own personal email, jbrandeen@franchise.org. Feel free to reach out to me to find out more information, to learn more about our convention, find ways that you can get involved at the IFA, and whatever I can do to be helpful, please use that email and reach out. So I hope you enjoy the sessions today.